everyone, how are y'all doing? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to October's writing vlog. So it is October 1st. What a concept, I'm starting the vlog on the first day of the month. Surprising. So I'm about to sit down and do some writing. It's 1:09 p.m. so I'm getting a bit of a late start to my day. If you guys haven't seen September's writing vlog, check up above in the cards to check it out, but if you have, then you would know that I'm working on the rewrite of the, I keep saying like the end of Reasons Why Not To, but really it's like the midpoint forward, pretty much redoing. I managed to get almost 16,000 words into the rewrite, so now my goal is just to finish the rewrite, and I'm trying to do that by the 6th, hopefully before, preferably by the end of this week, and by the end of this week, maybe like by the end of the weekend, and I think it's doable. The draft is currently almost at like 84,000 words. I don't want this book to be this big. Right now, I'd be okay if the book just like stopped here word count wise. The word count like targets for YA contemporary novels are like 70 to like 90,000 words, but personally I want this book to be around 83 to 85,000 words max, and that's an issue. I'm getting a little concerned because I think I still have 10,000 more words to write, roughly, meaning that this book is going to be a lot bigger than I want it to be, meaning I have to make cuts somewhere and I don't know where I'm going to make those cuts. Revising a book is stressful. Yeah, but I'm about to sit down and start writing. I'm currently in the finale beat. Yesterday I wrote the break into 3, quite happy with it, and so today I'm going to try to do some of the finale. I'm not going to be able to write all of the finale, but I'm going to try to write as much as I can today, although I do have some like video editing that I did want to get around to today. I don't have to, but I did put it in my planner, meaning I want to do it. But I have Timbits here today, and I thought that this would be a perfect way to reward myself for writing. So I think I'm gonna do maybe every 500 to 1,000 words I can have a Timbit, maybe, because I really want to eat a Timbit, but I'm trying to restrain myself. In terms of like my word count tracker, if you guys didn't see, I don't know if I even showed it in the vlog last month, but I had a word count tracker for when I started the rewrites. I started on the 15th, so I was rewriting for 15 days, and I really liked this method. I basically took what I did for Camp NaNoWriMo in July and just adjusted it for what I needed for September. So I made one for October, but the thing is I don't know how long this is actually going to take me. It could take less time than I think, it could take more time than I think. I have no idea, so I'm kind of marking it as I go. So this is what it looks like. So as you can see, I only have the first day fine lined in, the rest is just pencil, because I'm not entirely sure how many days I'm going to be writing, so I don't want to like have more drawn in than I need. So I have up to October 5th penciled in, but I'm only going to be like fine lining it as the days go on. Also, my bullet journal is a Halloween Town theme this month, and I really like it. Like, I'm actually obsessed with it. So anyways, when I finish the rewrites, I then need to decide how I want to track my writing, my bullet journal going forward. I think I want to do it by chapters. I'm basically thinking of doing a lot of character revisions this month after doing the end rewrite. I just don't know how I want to go about doing those yet. I think I want to start off with Jada's character revisions because I feel like she's one of the ones that needs the most work. I'm trying to decide if I want to like mix characters together, like do a round with like 2 characters that I'm focusing on. I'm not entirely sure. I might just do character by character. So I think for that I will just draw out like boxes for the chapters, kind of like I did with my reading challenge for the year. Like just draw boxes like this and color in as I like do each chapter. Some chapters are going to be easier than others because Jada does not show up in every single chapter, so I might not have to do things in every chapter, but I'm gonna color them in anyways to feel productive. And I might put in like my dialogue revision. I might just add it on to Jada's revision so I can do it at the same time. I don't know. I've never done this before. I've never done revisions like this before. I've never tracked it in my bullet journal before. So that's gonna be very interesting. I'll keep you guys updated on the bullet journaling tracking, because I don't mind adding a whole bunch more spreads, because this is I think one of my favorite spreads I've done this year. So like I don't mind adding more spreads to this month. But yeah, I'm gonna get started on working. I don't really want to work. I've been having a really hard time focusing recently, but it needs to be done. Although Peyton sent me this tweet and it says, "Writers, don't forget that being creative takes massive amounts of energy and you need to replenish yourself. Take a nap, eat that entire cake, buy 9 books and a sword, wander through a forest, or befriend a tree, or take up necromancy. Care for yourself." And one, that's pretty funny, but it's also like true. I tend to get really stuck in being productive and then I feel guilty when I take time off. I'm trying to be easier on myself, so I'm gonna try to keep that in mind this month because we're living in a weird world right now and it's hard. Try to take it easy. Plus it's October, meaning it's spooky season, meaning there's gonna be Halloween and like horror movies that I want to watch this month, and I'm trying to allow myself to do that. For example, I think I'm gonna start Julie and the Phantoms tomorrow, so I'm gonna go and I will update you guys as we go along. Okay, so it's October 5th. technically October 6th because it's 12:17 a.m. I thought that I would give you guys a bit of an update because it looked like I wasn't going to get any work done today because I woke up really late because I missed literally every single alarm that I had set for myself this morning except maybe like the first one, but I never like wake up on the first one. So I didn't end up getting up until literally almost 1 p.m. and by the time that I had lunch and had gotten ready, I didn't have much time left in my day and I had to film videos. I had to film 3 videos today, and so I sat here for literally over an hour filming those 3 videos. Maybe it was a bit longer than that. I'm bad at math, so I have no idea. I was here for a while filming videos, and then my day got away from me. I made the thumbnails. I didn't end up editing a video, but then I had dinner, and then after dinner I went to my grandma's house for a visit. I came home, and then I had 2 choices. I could edit a video, because that was also my to-do list for today, was edit my September wrap-up, or I could write. And I was like, you know what, Brittany, you have not written since the 1st of the month. You should probably do some writing. Like, editing can wait till tomorrow. The video doesn't have to go up till Friday. You don't need to edit it today. So I decided to write. But I've been struggling with the scene since the 1st of October, which is why I haven't written for the past few days, because I couldn't figure out how I wanted it to go, and I really want the scene to be good because it's like one of the last scenes and I really wanted it to be good, and it wasn't flowing. So I was like, you know what, something that used to always help me was handwriting scenes. Sometimes if I got an idea for a scene, I would just handwrite it and then I would later type it up. So I was like, well, I want to just try doing that because I haven't tried doing that in a really long time. So I was like, Brittany, just sit down, handwrite, listen to some music. I've been listening to Julie and the Phantoms because that is my current obsession, and so I was listening to that while I was writing this all down. Guys, I wrote 7.5 pages handwritten. Now my handwriting is like fairly large, so it wasn't as many words as I was thinking it might have been, but I wrote almost 2,000 words just handwriting. So I wrote 1,910 words, so I now have a rewrite total, so all the words that I've been adding to this draft, of 18,087 words, and then my total word count for draft 4 is currently 86,055. So I'm pretty happy with that. I thought I'd written like over 2,000, like I was convinced. I was like, oh my god, I just wrote so much, but I didn't. But I did write almost 2,000 words, and that is crazy. My hand really hurts, and because I've got the pointy nails on, I always dig my fingers into my palm even without nails, and now I have like this divot and like callus starting in my palm. I've never gotten a callus in my palm before, but that's definitely a callus that's growing there, so that's nice. But yeah, the words flowed so much better when I was handwriting them. I did have to end up deleting a paragraph that I had originally written on October 1st. I think it was October 1st because I just didn't like it. So I just took the first like 2 lines that I had written and I rewrote them when I was handwriting, and then I just continued on. And it seemed to flow so much better. I just got into the scene and I'm actually really happy with it overall. I think it could use with some bulking up later on, but overall I'm like fairly happy with this scene, and I think Peyton is gonna really like it when she reads it. I think she's gonna like the little Beckett moments that are in this scene. Overall it does need some work obviously, but I'm really happy with it. So tomorrow I'm going live on YouTube with Alyssa. Me and my friend Alyssa are gonna start doing some live shows together. I can't remember if we said we were gonna do them weekly or like every couple of weeks, but we're gonna be doing live shows together because she's kind of slowly trying to make a comeback to YouTube, I think, which is really exciting. And so I was like, I've been really wanting to do live write-ins, but I don't like doing them by myself as much. They're just not as enjoyable, and I didn't have somebody to do them with. So I reached out to Alyssa because we were talking, and it's like came into my head, and I was like, she's getting back into writing, getting back into YouTube, it just seems perfect. So I asked her, and she was totally down to do live shows. So our first one is tomorrow, and I'm so excited. So I need to go to bed soon so I can actually wake up, because I cannot wake up at 1 p.m. tomorrow because our live show's at 1 p.m. That will not give me enough time to eat and get ready. So we'll see how that goes. I think I might be able to finish this rewrite tomorrow. Or maybe not. If I really push myself, I might be able to, especially since I do tend to get a lot more words down on days that I do live write-ins, because I have 2 scenes left. I have the last scene in the finale, and then I have the final image to write. And the final image does incorporate some things from draft 2, so I'm hoping that it can go a bit faster, and I'm hoping that my flow can continue tomorrow. I didn't really want to continue handwriting today because I knew I just wouldn't be able to type it all up anyways. I'm feeling optimistic, and my tentative deadline for myself for this rewrite was tomorrow, and I didn't think that I was going to be able to hit it since I haven't been writing the last few days, but I think that I might be able to. I think that it would probably at maximum be 5,000 words, but based off of this scene only being almost 2,000, I think that the finale scene could probably be around 500 to 1,000, maybe 1,000, maybe not. And then the final image scene, I think, could be again around another 500 to 1,000. So it's definitely going to be under 5,000 words, which is a lot better than what I thought was going to be. I thought this book was going to end up being like 95,000 words, and I'm really glad that it's not going to be, because we're only at 86,000 right now. So I'm feeling a bit more optimistic about being able to get this book down to a better word count size later on, because I don't necessarily want it to be this large. But by the way, I think soon I'll show you guys my like a full look at my bullet journal for October, and I'll just show you guys the whole thing because I'm obsessed with it. It's a Halloween Town theme, and I have added a whole bunch of writing spreads. So that's all I have for you guys today. I need to go to bed, so I will hopefully update you guys tomorrow during the live show. We love that. This has been a really long clip, but I will see you guys tomorrow. Currently the 6th of October. I just finished doing my live write-in with Alyssa. It was so much fun. We did it for over 2 hours and we literally only did 3 sprints, but we were both really running out of steam and we just weren't getting that much work done, so we ended it. And we were about to jump on another video call and talk because we never got to talk face to face and I want to talk to her more. So I'm very excited. We're talking about Julie and the Phantoms. Writing, that's what we're here for. I got like over 500 words in the sprint, which is not as much as I normally get, but I'm really struggling. But I think that I can finish this revision today if I just like really focus later on. But I work better at nighttime, so I think I'm just gonna chat with Alyssa for a while. I don't know how long, but I'm gonna chat with Alyssa. Maybe I'll have time to start editing a video and then I'll get to writing later. But I definitely want to aim to finish the rewrites today because it needs to happen. It needs to happen because I want to stay on track, and this was the day that I wanted the rewrites to be done, and I think that I can do it if I just, you know, get to it. So hopefully I can get back to writing maybe after dinner at some point and get to writing. So that'll be fun. I'm very excited. Kind of wanted to update you guys. I had a lot of fun in that live write-in. Me and Alyssa have decided we're going to try to do it weekly, so obviously you guys will know if we've done that because it will be on my channel. I will update you guys a little bit later. Hopefully I can finish the revisions today. Like, I really want to get the revisions done today, so here is to hoping, and I'll update you guys later. Okay, so it's now the 15th of October. I finished the rewrites of the ending of Reasons Why Not To on the 9th of October, so quite a few days ago now. I just haven't felt like updating, but here I am. But the last day that I wrote, the day that I finished, I got 881 words. So for a rewrite total, the full amount of words that I added to the book was 19,500. So I now have a total of 87,468. I still think I rushed the ending a little bit. It's still gonna need a lot of work. I think the beginning and the end are the ones that I'm like gonna have to do a lot of work on because I want them to obviously be very, very good. Beginnings and ends are very, very important. The entire book's important, but like, you know what I mean. But I finally did that, and so now I've started the next round of revisions, I guess. So the next round of revisions that I'm doing is a combination of 2 things. I'm doing a character revision for my main character's best friend, Jada. She is one of the characters in the notes from Peyton and Julia that seemed like she needed a lot of work, and I kind of knew that going into it. I'm very bad sometimes with my side characters just serving my main character and just being like too perfect and like whatever, and so she needs a lot of work. So I brainstormed some ideas the other day and I'm starting revisions on her. I started yesterday, and I'm also doing a dialogue pass, but not like necessarily fixing the actual dialogue itself, although maybe like a little bit, but mainly just dialogue mechanics. I did read that self-editing book. You guys can hear me talk about it in September's vlog, but I read this self-editing book and it had a lot of things on dialogue mechanics and I learned a lot from it, so I'm going to be incorporating that as I'm going through because I figured I'm going to be noticing it anyway, so I might as well just do it. So that's what's currently happening. I don't know if I'm going to get any writing done today, even though I want to, because I'm trying to edit a video. We'll see how today goes, but I do think I want to show you guys my October bullet journal spreads. I'm just gonna flip you guys around and show you my bullet journal spreads really quickly because I really like them. So I did a Halloween Town theme for my bullet journal this month and I'm actually obsessed with it. So this is just the title page. Obviously it's the big pumpkin, and I love the little signage here. It says Halloween Town established long ago, and I just think that's really funny because I didn't know that it said that on there, but I just think it's so cute and it actually came out really well in my opinion. And then we have my month at a glance spread, and so I just have the bus stop on the side there with the flying school bus. There was a little bit of bleedage from the orange pumpkin on the other side, but that's fine. fine. And at the top I have a quote that says, "Being normal is vastly overrated." And then as you can see all of the videos that I've uploaded so far this month and everything like that. And then we have my days read, days written. So as you can see, it's been very, very sporadic this month, but I'm honestly not too worried about it. But I just have Benny in his psychic taxi here at the bottom, which I just think is so cute. And I'm actually not very good at drawing cars and things like that. It's not something that I have ever really practiced drawing, so I'm actually surprised at how well this kind of came out, especially Benny, because I'm also not good at skeletons. And I'm not gonna lie to you and say that I did this on the first try. It took me 3 times to get him to look semi-decent. So I'm overall pretty happy with this. I love the font that I decided to do. I just found it on Pinterest. All my inspiration pics I found on Pinterest. And then we have my like TBR kind of spreads. So we have the trick or treat-a-thon. I just realized that's not what this readathon is called. Oh no. I just realized this is called a trick or treat-a-thon. Oh no, that's a mistake. Oh well, it is what it is. I know what I'm talking about. But this is a readathon hosted by some lovely people on YouTube, so I'm really annoyed now. But I just have all the prompts down here. As you can see, I haven't completed any of them, but it's fine. And then we have my actual October TBR, which I also haven't completed anything from, but again, that's fine. Then we have my October to watch, because obviously it being October, spooky season, there are some movies I'm gonna want to watch. So as you can see, I have some down. I've only watched 5 of them, but I'm very excited to continue and watch the rest. My favorite so far has been Julie and the Phantoms, which I've actually watched 6 times. And then we have my monthly favorites so far. I've only read 1 book this month, so there's nothing here. But songs all consist of Julie and the Phantom songs, and honestly, I probably should have just written the entire Julie and the Phantom soundtrack and just put like one thing, but it's fine. I also think I'm gonna add some Demi Lovato songs here as well, since I think she's released 2 new songs this month. So movies, TV shows, so far I only put Julie and the Phantoms. I might put some rewatch things on here, I just haven't decided. I usually fill this out completely at the end of the month, so. And then we have YouTube videos, and I use this from my own personal YouTube videos, not YouTube videos that I watch. So far I have my Addie LaRue vlog and my Halloween Town book tag, which is very fitting with my theme. Oh, and by the way, this is obviously a movie theater seat, and I did that because of the movie theater scene and setting is quite important in the first Halloween Town, and obviously it matches watching movies and stuff, so I really like that. And then my books read spread, which is empty right now. I always do this at the end of the month just to make sure that I space everything correctly. And I have Sophie's little witch hat in here that she wears in the first movie in Halloween Town, which I just think it's so cute and it goes so well, and I'm just really excited about this. This is my first like actual writing spread, so I have my word count tracker for the rewrites, which I'm actually really happy with like how much space ended up taking up. I think it worked out perfectly. And I just did Marnie's broom that she picks out in the first movie. I kind of wish I could have made this a bit longer because it just seems a little disproportionate, but it's not that big of a deal. I think overall it came out pretty well. And I put a quote here. I should put quotation marks around it, my bad. It says, "Magic is really very simple. All you've got to do is want something and let yourself have it," which I'm pretty sure is associated with the broomstick scene, if I'm not mistaken. As you can see, there's some bleedage here, which is really annoying. I also ripped the page. So these are the next 2 writing spreads, which are last minute additions. So we have our writing goals. I only have 3 goals right now. I might add more, but for right now I think this is all I'm going to do. But we have finished the rewrites, do a character revision, and then do a dialogue revision pass. So that's what I've got going on here. And I did like the Witch's Brew theme for this. So I have the instant Witch's Brew, which actually came out pretty well. I'm quite happy with it, besides the whole bleedage situation. And then we have a cauldron. Then we have my revision. So I have 47 chapters in my book, so I have 47 boxes to fill out. Whenever I complete a chapter, I'll color it in. And then I have my starting word count, which is 87,468. And I also want to keep track of my end word count to see if I'm adding anything, taking away anything, or keeping it relatively the same, because I'm really needing to focus on word count. Then I just do the talisman, which is why they need the instant Witch's Brew to kind of fuel to save Halloween Town. And I made a boo-boo. I started coloring in with like this yellow color when I meant to do it on a different piece of paper, and so, but yeah, those are my bullet journal spreads for the month. I'm really happy with them. I think they look great, and they are like one of my favorite months for this entire year, so I'm really happy with them. Okay, so it is now the 20th of October. It's been a while since I've updated, but I've been doing quite a bit of work. So I'm still working on the revisions. I'm doing Jada and like a dialogue pass, which is really exciting. As you can see, I've been coloring in the chapters as I go along, and I have finished 13 chapters. I'm currently working on chapter 14, about like halfway through it maybe. And it's going okay. I think I'm having some issues figuring out how to fix the character things as I'm going through the book. So it might be one of those things where I have to just kind of do what I can as I'm going through it, and then maybe go back through and find those specific scenes again and figure out how I can fix it. I'm not entirely sure. I've never done this before, so I'm just kind of trying everything and seeing what works. But the dialogue stuff is coming pretty easily. I mean, I'm not actually fixing, in most cases, the dialogue itself. I'm just kind of working on the mechanics of it, so the punctuation, which I realized I was doing a little bit wrong, and then just like dialogue tags and what comes before and after the dialogue. So I've been working on that, and that seems to be becoming a lot easier, but I'm also kind of doing other minor editing as I go. Like I'm fixing fixing just like grammar things that Word is suggesting to me and things like that. So it is taking a bit longer, and I am actually reading through the book, so it is taking a bit longer than I would like. In my planner I have a deadline for myself. I think my deadline is the 27th, which is a week from today. So I don't know if I can do that because I have 47 chapters. So it kind of depends on how quickly I can go through things. I mean, obviously the chapters that don't have Jada stuff in it should be relatively faster to go through than things that do have Jada in it. But I just did my live write-in with Alyssa for the week, and we've decided to continue to do them for as long as we feel like it. So we're going to do it in November and hopefully in December as well, which I'm really excited about. I have so much fun doing them with Alyssa. So if you guys have not been watching them, you can go ahead and watch the playbacks of them on my channel. And I have a Joey on my lap now. He's just all cute. Say hello. He hates being picked up. So I'm gonna go. I need to edit a video, and hopefully I can get some more writing in later. I'd like to finish at least chapter 14, but I'd like to finish a couple more chapters as well if I can, because that's just what I would like to do. I will see you guys a little bit later. Joey, Mommy has to take a thumbnail. What am I supposed to do with you here? I can't take a thumbnail with you. You don't like pictures. Mwah. Today is one of those days where I wish Snapchat filters were real and I could stick them on the camera because I'm looking rough. What a way to introduce a clip. It's currently the 30th of October. I think I might end this vlog today because I'm hoping to finish revisions today so that I don't have to do anything but read tomorrow, because I have not been reading this month. I don't know when I last updated you guys, but I've finished 32 chapters in my revision. There are 47 chapters, and I just had an epiphany that I rewrote part of the book, right? Like, that's how this month started, and I just realized that I'm like inching up on the chapters that I rewrote, and so like this is going to be much easier to get through and a lot faster because I've already done these chapters. Another realization that I had that I haven't updated you guys on. I'm not doing the Jada revisions very well. I haven't made any changes. I have not made a dent in the Jada revisions. I've just been focusing on line edit things, and I don't know why I'm doing this. Dialogue, yes, that's something that I went into this draft, into these revisions, knowing I wanted to focus on because I knew it was going to bother me and I might as well just fix it as I'm seeing it. But I didn't mean to do other line edity things because that's pointless, because if I delete things. But I have been because I'm an idiot, and I think I'm just overwhelmed with the Jada revisions, so I made a new plan. I'm just focusing on the dialogue things for the remainder of this revision, and then I'm going to read through the book again in the very beginning of November, and I'm going to highlight things and color code things according to different revisions that I need to do. So like, for example, Jada can be like purple or something, but I can just like highlight things depending on what revision I need to do, and that way I can just scroll through the document depending what revision I want to do and just find that color and go to that spot and try to fix it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Wish I had this realization earlier so I could have been doing that this entire time, but you know what, you live and you learn. I've never done revisions like this before, so you live and you learn. So that just means that because I've already done these rewrites in September and in the beginning of this month, I was already implementing those dialogue things, you know, because I already learned them, so I was implementing them as I was writing. And so that just means that I'm gonna have less work to do. So really all I have to do is read it because I want to like experience the end. Do you know what I mean? Because I haven't reread the ending since I rewrote it. So I just kind of want to make sure that I still like it. So I'm very excited. Also, another update, word count. We've gotten the word count down. We are currently at 83,629, whereas we started this draft with 87,468. I think I did the math yesterday. I think this is accurate. I've cut 3,839 words from this draft, and that's primarily descriptions that were unnecessary to describe dialogue that just didn't need to be there. I did cut quite a few scenes with Harry Potter references, and there were 2 like little sizable chunks I think that I cut. So those are gone, which really helped the word count. There's one that's still in here because I haven't quite decided how I want to fix it yet. So it's just going to chill there until I can figure out how I need to fix it, because it's one that's deeply ingrained into this whole portion of the book. And so I really need to figure out how to fix that because obviously it can't be there. Oh, I'm just realizing that this chapter that I'm on actually is the beginning of the rewrites. I love that for me. So anyways, I'm all like frazzle-brained. I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm gonna try to finish this today. Me and Alyssa might video chat and write together because these are pretty mindless edits, so I can talk while I'm doing them. I've been singing while I'm doing them, so that's great. I think that's really all that I had to update you guys on, so I will update you guys a little bit later. Okay, so it's now actually November 1st. I didn't end up ending this vlog obviously on the 30th, but I did manage to finish the revisions on the 30th, which is so great. I finished while I was video chatting Alyssa. I'm so happy that I finished. So now I just gotta start doing the revisions. I'm gonna start tomorrow or Wednesday, but you guys will see that in next month's vlog. So I just want to end out this vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a huge thumbs up. Comment down below what you guys did in September, and also if you've made it till the end of the vlog, leave a pencil emoji. Subscribe if you have not yet already, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.